Welcome back, everyone, to the Lamp-Post SMP server. Oh, oops. That was a mistake. Now, what I have planned for today is just gonna be mostly a building episode. I'm gonna do most of the building, if not almost all of it, off camera. But I'm also gonna do a little bit of it on camera, which I am kind of nervous about because I have never built anything on camera before, because I'm not really the kind of person who does that. But I actually have a topic to talk about today, so I thought I could do that in the building process, which would probably be a great idea. But anyways, before we start getting in the episode, I thought I should show you something real quick. There is something new at spawn for the first time in forever. It is the this is the art museum. My Onyx Bard is working on this, and it is closed off right now. He said he doesn't want anyone to go in, and he's just gonna be like showing all the Minecraft paintings, putting some signs about, showing history about them, resources and stuff about them, so you can write them down, and you can basically learn about the Minecraft paintings and just look at them. And yeah, pretty cool. I like the building too. It looks like a science center or something. It's a very nice building. So yeah, I thought I would show that. Unfortunately, like I said, we cannot go inside it just yet until that thing actually opens up. So for the first thing we're going to do today is we are going to be working back on the Wither farm, finally building that last platform. There's been 2 platforms for like I don't know how many months now, and the 3rd platform has never been built. So I think it's about time I can get my building shoes on and finally start building that. But of course that's gonna be off camera, because that's gonna be very tedious and boring. So I thought I'll just do a little time lapse of me building the very last level of the Wither farm. Now instead of having music in the time lapse, I decided to have me talking, because I originally was gonna talk about this topic in the building process, but then I realized that I wanted to get this episode up really fast, so I gotta do something that gets done really quickly. So I decided just to talk about the topic here instead. So unfortunately, there's gonna be no talking in the building or any more building today, because I'm all worn out from building from doing the Wither platform. It did take a long time, and it was very hard. It was a hard project if you were there. So the topic we're going to talk about is the future of the server. Now, a few days ago, we had a little bit of a Lamp-Post meeting talking about the future of the server. And if we explore too much terrain, we need to pay more money. Because right now we pay like about $7 a month. Us 4 of us pay for the server $7 a month. And if you keep exploring more, that causes more memory to show up, and then you have to pay like $10 a month. So what we did, is we added a world border. We are only limited to this one little area, but it actually is a pretty big area, but just big enough that we don't have to pay any more money. So that's just a little heads up there, so there might not be much more exploring. And also, in 1 year from now, we are going to reset the server. We're going to start a whole new world and start fresh. That's what we're going to do. We decided that in one whole year, because we already have projects planned, and we decided that each project we have is going to take about a year or maybe a little bit less than that. So we thought another year to go would be pretty good. 2 years to have the server up and then have a nice reset. We thought that would be a pretty good idea, and I think it is too. So in 1 whole year from now, about next November 2015, we are going to reset the server and start all new fresh in a whole new world. So that's just a little heads up for that, and I think that's all the topics I need to talk about for today. The 3rd platform is now done. Well, done for today, and by that I mean it's halfway done. This took me actually way longer than I thought, because I didn't think of the pillars. The pillars that are inside the nether fortress. I had to break down each pillar when it's in my way, break the blocks that these are on, because they're 4 blocks, they'd be half slabs, and replace them with half slabs. The same thing with the flooring, and then take away all the pillars and make it all look nice. Well, it doesn't need to really look nice, but it just has to work well. This took me about 2 hours, at least 2 hours, to do all of this. And I killed a bunch of little skeletons, but unfortunately, not one dropped a single skull. I stopped around here. I still have a little more ways to go, just a little hallway, and then a little X at the end of that, and then that'll be done. But anyway, I think I'm gonna do that off camera some other time, and not an episode, and then I'll just do a quick update on it on some episode. And look, there's some skeletons over here. Let's kill them. Maybe if we're lucky enough, one will be nice and drop their head. Although I highly doubt a head's gonna be dropped. Yeah, I kinda had a little bit of high hopes there, but it doesn't look like I'm getting any good drops right now. So yeah, I stopped in the third level. I stopped somewhere around here, so then I still have a little bit more the hallway to go, and then I have this section to build, which I know is probably gonna take a really long time. Oh, like some spawns here almost never. That's pretty rare. And you see, when I first started the project, I had like 40, 50 something baked potatoes. Now I only got 6. That shows how long I've been here. I've been here for a very long time. Anyway, what we are going to do next is we are going to work on my base. Stupid gas. No! I thought the last thing to do to finish this episode up is to show the Lamp-Post news. Now, I normally don't do this on camera, but I just decided to do it this time because I normally don't. And I could just show it for people in case they're curious about what the news has to say. Now, the first article is about the art museum that I saw at the very beginning of the episode. It's that brown building right over there. And you can pause the video and read it for yourself. I'm not going to read it out loud for people who don't really care about this news at all. And here I have a little ad advertising for my bookstore. And it talks about the sale. Buy one book that's 2 diamonds and get one that's 2 diamonds or more. And then get one book that's 1 diamond for free. It ends September 1st. And then it talks about another ad for the bookstore that talks about the new books I added. I added Waking 3 books, Silk Touch, and Fortune books, which are the rarest books ever, and I have about at least 2 of each. I have like 2 Fortune books, I have like 4 Silk Touch, and like 5 Waking 3 books. So yeah, I have a lot. I got them from the villagers at ClassicSteam Skybase, and he said that I can sell those. And here's another article. It talks about Ali Taylor's that you can live at her village now in case you want to, or build anything there. You can kind of pause this part too in case you want to read. And this is another ad about the glowstone shop. And I'm just saying, are you tired of dying in the nether from getting glowstone? Then just buy some. So much easier than just life-threatening and almost killing yourself and losing your entire inventory. And then here's some jokes. What happens when an owl is a doctor? He says Doctor Who. Hashtag no LL. Yeah, that's a pretty lame joke. If you don't get that, it's Doctor Who because owls say Who, and since the owl's a doctor, it says Doctor Who. Kind of. Well, that's a reference to the Doctor Who TV show. And here's a riddle. I found it on the internet. It's I built bridges of silver and crowns of gold. Who am I? A dentist, of course. Because it's kind of like he builds teeth, kind of, I guess. And here's puzzles. And this is the decoding thing. You have to decode this with this. Like, that little E symbol means W, and that little, like, J-like symbol means V. So if you see any of those symbols in here, then you see what it means, and then you can just kind of decode it, and then read what it says. Now, I can't tell you what it says, because I actually forgot. So you could figure out for yourself in case you guys wanted to. But anyway, that is the last article of the Lamp-Post news, and that is also the end of this episode of the Lamp-Post SMP server, and I'll see you all next time.